What if I told you the phone rang at Holly's Hall, the window is open right now, and if the Bears hesitate for a second, someone else will cut the line and grab the guy who changes the offense in September? Take a deep breath, because this is one of those moments where you either hit the gas or spend the next few years asking, what if? You know when the smoke is way too thick to be just smoke? Exactly. Check the clock. Hours are shrinking, boards are locking, and one name in particular has started flashing on the screen like a red alert in the war room. Ashton Ginty. Yes, him. The running back who doesn't just break tackles. He breaks game scripts. Let's get straight to what he brings. Ginty is the modern RB in the mold the NFL is rewarding. Low center of gravity, constant contact balance, 0 to 100 acceleration. In 2 strides and wide-out caliber hands on flats, angle routes, and wheels sneaking behind a distracted linebacker. He's that kind of drive starter who turns 2nd and 9 into 3rd and 2 and, on the very next play, rips 25 yards because the safety took a bad angle. He doesn't just run where the line opens. He makes the line look better by stealing yards after first contact. Picture it. Inside zone to the strong side, cutback, low shoulder, hip balance. And there he goes churning out a first down that wasn't on the script. Now add the receiving piece. Delayed screen? Check. Check down under pressure? Check. Option out of empty to punish blitz? Check. He works for the quarterback and the offensive coordinator at the same time. Why does this fit in Chicago? Because an identity is being built. An offense with a young QB that gains rhythm through quick reads, defined windows, and a run game that isn't just a break between passes, it's a double-edged blade. With Ginty, you can call split zone with jet motion, orbit motion to freeze the overhang, duo with a cleanly drawn gap, and when the defense loads the box, play action with the RB slipping free into the flat crew to heavy linebackers. Want more? The screen game. With an RB who reads his convoy patiently and explodes at the right timing, the call becomes an extension of the run-slowing pass rush, punishing aggressive nickels, and handing back clock control when the stadium begs for calm, for a head. Coach dividing the offense's identity between explosion and efficiency. That's tactical gold. Now hold this. Internal chatter points to a real move. Between interviews, report cross-checks. And that, look in the eyes during technical meetings. We can confirm that the name Ashton Ginty has climbed Chicago's shortlist for the role of RB, who virtually never leaves the field. And when I say confirm, I mean confirm. Chicago did its homework, dug into pass protection. Yes, he meets blitzers. Yes, he knows how to square and reset his hands, map the medical profile, and fine-tune usage projections in 11 and 12 personnel. This isn't an April fling. It's target work, aligned with how the staff wants to give the young quarterback an ally who changes the math in the box. Because if the offensive ceiling is the vertical connection, its floor is the RB who turns. Long drives into points without exposing the QB to 45 dropbacks. Think through the combinations. 1st and 10, inside zone to calibrate rhythm. 2nd and 6, RPO glance with the pound frozen by Ginty's threat. 3rd and 2, toss crack with motion pushing the force defender out of the play. Short, medium, long, he has answers for every down and distance. And it's not just tactics, it's culture. Backs who earn tough yards instead of sprinting for the sideline educate the whole offense. Receivers block longer. The line digs for one more second. The tight end embraces extra tackle duty without whining. That's how a lukewarm drive becomes a signature. 3rd quarter march that burns clock and the opponent's will. Here's a detail scouts love. Contact balance. Ginty doesn't go down clean. The first hit rarely ends the play, he resets. His base uses the free hand to climb the defender and falls forward. That's winning math. 2 yards become 4, 4 becomes 6, and the play caller gets the entire short yardage menu. Another layer, lateral vision. He doesn't mortgage the snap waiting for the perfect hole. He anticipates the adjacent gaps. Failure cuts a beat early and takes the defender off angle. And when the defense turns off the faucet, he becomes the QB's outlet. It's not just catching a pass. It's presenting a target on time, turning upfield, and squeezing 5 extra yards. The kind of detail that improves EPA per play without needing miracles. And yes, there's a clear usage plan if he wears navy and orange. Third down packages where the defense doesn't know if it's a flat option, a wheel versus a linebacker match, or a max protect with a late release. 2-minute drill where the RB grabs 3 balls for 35 yards without forcing a single contested throw. Red zone with shovels, misdirection, and that killer cutback when the nose tackle shoots too far upfield. All of it serves one goal: give the young QB clean reads and punish defenses that live in too high shells trying to erase explosives. The answer? Tap, tap, tap light. And hit heavy dot. So let's ask what everyone wants to hear out loud. Is it happening? In the middle of this saga, today's answer is yes. Chicago has advanced to the point of putting Ashton Ginty at the top of the plan for the position and prepping packages that carry his name, which, in practice, confirms what's buzzing down the halls. The interest is real, the fit is deliberate, and the rotation is designed to use him as a 3-down piece with situational complements around him. This isn't rumor tossed in the wind. It's the anatomy of intention turning into a path. If you wanted a yes, here's your yes. Now, floor and ceiling. On the floor, he comes in and raises first and second down efficiency, shortening third downs and stabilizing the offense against physical fronts. On the ceiling, he becomes an explosives detonator without sacrificing QB protection, because the screen threat, the angle route, and the wheel on a mismatch force defensive coordinators out of their comfort zone. It changes everything. Pass rush loses half a second, blitz thinks twice, and Chicago controls the clock on Chicago's terms. In January, that's the difference between flying into hostile weather and hosting a game at home. There's also the locker room component. RBs who take hits with a grin because they know the next snap will cash in earn instant respect. He pops up, hands the ball to the ref, and jogs back to the huddle without theatrics. That positively infects an offensive line hungry for identity. Every painful block starts to feel worth it because someone is capitalizing. And between us, Bears fans understand and prize that kind of football as much as anyone in the NFL. You know Chicago's DNA: defense that bites, offense that bleeds yards. Ginty speaks that language. Of course, any series projection checks past pro. Here's the report: solid base technique, willingness to square up an A-gap blitz, hands that arrive early and reset without hugging. Are there snaps to polish? Always. But the baseline lets you keep him on the field without setting off an overload alarm on every 3rd and 8. Translation: he doesn't tip plays. The defense won't know if it's a run, play action, screen, or vertical shot just because the RB is aligned. That's hidden value for play design. Pause to imagine the first game. First drive, inside zone to wake up the line. Second drive, same look, but with an RPO and a glance route punishing the nosy pound. Third drive, screen to punish an impatient pass rush. Fourth drive, toss crack with motion flipping the force. And when the game becomes fist on fist in the fourth quarter, he still has legs for 10 more touches. Feel it? That's a repeatable winning script, not lightning in a bottle. Okay, time to breathe and give you the full service you expect from me. Frank conclusion: this video is part of our rumors and projections segment. Yes, halfway through. I gave you the confirmation of what's happening internally: real intent, map plan, deliberate fit, but until pen hits paper, it remains well-founded speculation. My personal take? Chicago should pull the trigger. Ginty delivers exactly what this offense promises to be: physical, efficient, multiple. If the price and the window align, I rank this as one of the 3 most impactful moves the Bears can make to protect the quarterback, shorten the road to January, and bring back that heavy football roar at Soldier Field we can recognize with our eyes closed. If he doesn't come, you already know what happens. Someone else will reap the yards that had our name on them. And then Bears Nation will be back here, and it's going to hurt to say, I told you so.